G'day YouTubers. You know, I never really wanted this channel. I think I've said this, I don't know how many times. I never really wanted this channel to be a depressive one. And by no means do I want you out there to feel depressed or sad because of my events. But I guess, oh God, I ache all over today. My shoulder blades, my neck, my mid-back, my lower back, and I think that's just because I was sat in a car for a good few hours yesterday, and that's because we went for a drive to have a look at the land and the house package that we are really keen to purchase. We haven't yet. We're at the negotiating stages of the whole thing. And don't get me wrong, we ain't rich by no means. We had a little bit of money put aside and we've chosen to give it to our kids so that they can use it for a deposit on a home, which is what we've done for my older daughter because she's the one that can actually purchase a house. So that's the way it is. So that's what's going to happen. We're going to purchase a house in that area and we're going to help her pay it off down the track eventually when we move into it, because it's going to take about a 5-month building period. I just realised, man, I look like shit this morning. Later on, I'll probably be smiling and laughing because I'll be stoned off my brain. And please, I hate that feeling. I fucking hate it with a passion. But it's the only way at the moment that I can possibly be pain-free. And no, it's not because of any marijuana or any illegal substance. All the stuff I take is prescription. It's legal. We don't have marijuana centres here in Australia at the moment. It's only been trialled on patients with epilepsy, cancer, I think. And to be honest, if this is the effect that I get from Valium, I don't think the trial for marijuana would do me any good. I definitely wouldn't say yes to it. However, I would say yes to the ketamine infusion because that is only for a 6-day period. At the moment, I don't know whether you can see my eye twitching. Slightly. You can see the muscles around my eye twitching. So, bear with me for a moment. I just popped some more eye drops in my eyes. They're a bit dry this morning, so I woke up with a bit of a cornea abrasion, a recurrence of the cornea abrasion again. So there you go. Another problem, which I'm going to get rid of once I have all the surgery to help me lose my weight. And yes, this will be something that I can get rid of because with all the medication on board, it causes my eyes to be extra dry. So I live off this stuff. It's called Fort. With a prescription, it costs me $5.40. And with the full cost, it is, you can see that there, I hope. Come on. $33.80 is what it says. So yeah, so could you imagine if I wasn't on some sort of healthcare system, I would not be able to afford any of this medication. My husband works now though, part-time. He actually helps. So for you people out there saying that I'm a dole bludger. Well, guess what? Not anymore. My husband contributes 100% to my medication, to my health, to my health aids that actually help me get by each day. So, what was I talking about? Shite, I can't remember. It will come to me. So yesterday, yeah, I had a big day. So I had to go out once with my husband to actually go for a drive in the car, which was a good couple of hours actually, because then we went to the taro shop and we went to Sia's restaurant, and I'll insert some pictures at the very end for you Samoans that want to know where to buy some fantastic island food. It was rare in the past that we were able to actually go and purchase some stuff, but now that my husband works, we purchased some pork buns, which are really either beef or lamb buns. My favourite there is the pineapple cake. We got 2 of them yesterday and I had 1 all to myself and it was absolutely divine. Some mutton, which is slowly cooked. Their food is cooked over hot river rocks and banana leaves are all put on top of it. And then banana leaves and some other stuff as well to contain the actual heat. Now, I don't know whether Sia does it this way, but I know that I've been to Samoa numerous times, and when you wake up of a Sunday morning, because Sunday morning is the morning that we all go to church, when we come home after church, we have you're going to have to excuse the pronunciation, a tuanai, which means a family get together and a family lunch. So after church, all the family get together, we celebrate God, we celebrate family, and we celebrate thank you that we are all here today as a family to be able to celebrate. So we thank God basically that he's allowed us a further day as a family to be together. So they were always very, very fond moments, and they're the moments that I will always share for the rest of my life. We haven't been to Samoa for some years now because we haven't been able to because of my health. However, we are planning a really big trip over the next 2 years, which will mean we'll be in our home by then. The family reunion, the 2020 family reunion would have taken place at the Queensland Recreational Centre. What a fabulous centre that is. It's not even 4 years old and it's brilliant. It's brilliant. It's probably the best recreational centre I have ever come across. You can canoe there, you can kayak there, you can stand up boarding there, you can rock climb, the list is endless. Look it up, the Queensland Recreational Centre. They own a big corner block of the land, so they actually, on the side of on the side of their property, they have a big, it's where the ocean meets on the canal, and they've got a really big shark-proofed swimming area. And then on the front side of the actual premises, you've got the beach side of the centre. So you can take kids surfing, like board surfing, practice surfing. Little kids do it too, don't you worry. I've seen a 5-year-old get up on a surfboard and surf a little tiny wave into the rest of the shore. Of course, kids have to know how to swim prior to, and they do supply lifeguards. It is amazing what they supply, truly. So that is one reunion that I'm really looking forward to. But I have to say, last year's reunion, oh my God, it was fantastic. And I really didn't think I would have such a good time because of my disablements. And I can tell you this now, that I was so glad that I stayed with the family. I was so glad that I was able to be there with everyone. There were cousins that I'd never met before because we hadn't seen the family for many years. And although Alex did keep in contact with his main sisters and brothers and main family, it's hard to keep up with all the cousins and the nieces and the nephews. So, pardon me, it was absolutely fantastic to be able to catch up with all of them. And it's going to be a ripper of a 2020 family reunion. And I'm really praying to God that the rest of the family who couldn't afford to come over can afford to come over this time from Samoa and from New Zealand. So I don't want to say too much, but I know that the family as a whole will be helping the rest of the family who cannot come to possibly achieve this time, and they possibly will be able to come over. So that's one, I'll say positive again. Sorry, I just realised how sketchy my lips look. Being so dry. And I'm sorry that you have to see that, but you can see the dry bits on the corner of my mouth. So sorry about that. I'll actually edit those parts out though. Yes, dinosaur on my wall. That's because because hubby actually does day and night shifts. He needs to have a good sleep. So what we do is he sleeps in the main bedroom with the ensuite and let him sleep there during the day and night, because when he's working, he does need to have he needs to get all of his Z's in. Z's mean sleep. So I tend to stay with my son in his room. So, yeah. It helps too, because this is this bed was actually an expensive bed. We didn't want our kids sleeping on, because most of our time is spent in bed sleeping, especially when they're growing. We didn't want our kids, including my young adult daughter, didn't want them sleeping on something that was very poorly made. So when we were both working at the time, we bought very expensive mattresses that would suit our children's needs as well as our needs. And thank God I did, because my back, I suffer greatly with my back, as you all know, and that's why I make these videos. So I'm going back to the reunion. Last year's reunion was, oh my God, it was fantastic. It was just unfortunate that I couldn't come and do a lot of the events, but that didn't hold back the rest of my family. The family was so, it brings a great smile to my face. And it's so funny because I thought I'd lost a lot of the Samoan language that I once learnt, and to be able to be with my sister-in-laws at the breakfast table, lunchtime table, dinner table, every morning, night was great, because I realised that I didn't lose the language after all. Although I had to repeat in English, I did understand what they were saying, and it felt so wonderful just being able to share and know what they were saying. And it was a great challenge for me, because I loved listening. I love listening to any culture, to be honest with you. I'm not one of those people who are embarrassed to sit there while someone else is talking their lingo. I love it. Another language I love listening to, the accent, is the South African accent. Such a beautiful, pretty accent. But the islanders, the Samoans, have a wonderful language, and over the years, obviously, they've adapted for it. So, excuse me, but I'm going to have to put on my glasses. I'm doing that bloody thing that Casey Neistat says he does. It makes him go cross-eyed, and that's a bit better. So yes, the reunion last year was absolutely fantastic. It was brilliant, and I can't wait for the 2021. In actual fact, my husband is organising it. I've hardly done much. I'm there to support my husband in that way. So he's done a great job. He's done a great job getting his family and together. And to be honest with you, the way I think I will come into it is I'll be able to go and help pick up the family from the airport. By then, we're going to live in a suburb, which is about 20 minutes from the airport and to the airports, from and to the airport. So it's still not a massive amount of time that we need to spend taking and picking people up. So it doesn't matter whether they come here a day early, a week early. It's going to be brilliant. But I just wanted to stress how brilliant. I thoroughly loved the reunion in 2018. It was just beyond delightful. And I actually had booked a Airbnb to stay in because it was accommodation that it's like camping style glamping, and you know where kids go and there's bunk beds and all that type of thing. So but to be honest, my bed, which actually was a real mattress, and sometimes you find some of them were foam mattresses, but the family had actually considered those people with disablements. So I have to thank them for that because they did a great job. And the room we had numerous real mattresses. So the bed I slept on was a real mattress, was not real hard, but not real soft. And wow, it was amazing. I was actually able to spend my time with the family at the exact reunion at the recreational place that we stayed to do all the activities. So rather have my husband come pick me up and take me there to the place every day, it was so much better. I stayed there, and I was awake reasonably early because I had to take my medication early anyway. So it was great. That's all I'm going to say. I think my daughter's home from grabbing some bacon and eggs and muffins. I promised that I would cook breakfast this morning. I have managed to be able to put eggs in a fry pan, put the lid on, it cooks it, toast the muffin. I cook the bacon as well on top of the stove as well. And I'm able to do that by sitting down in the kitchen. So, and my back doesn't hurt a great deal. So I'm participating, and that's because of the new Valium that I can do that. So it's time to cook breakfast. So I've got to go. I will insert some photos of last year's reunion, seeing as I spoke about it, and I'll insert some pictures of, there was something else I said I was going to insert some pictures of, and I will do that too. And I'll show you the breakfast that I cooked. So stay tuned for all of that. And I will be back because it's only been a 20-minute video. And you know my videos, I'm wanting them to be at least half an hour to 40 minutes long so that at least you get some great viewing time. So there you have it, folks. I've spoken about a lot so far, so I'll insert those pictures next, and last but not least, the pictures of breakfast. Take care, stay tuned, because I haven't forgotten today. I'm pepping up now because the medication's starting to work. Love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the thumbs up, or the thumbs down, I don't care. Comment whatever you like, but no abuse, please, or no ridicule, because I will otherwise turn the comment fields off. Subscribe, and don't forget to ding my bell, because then you'll get a notification every time I upload a new video. Until then. Hey, YouTubers. We are out the front of Sears Takeaway. We had a meeting with the man who will be building our home. Excuse me. And we thought, seeing as we're in the area, we'd pop into Sia's takeaway. So I'll just shoot you around so you can have a bit of a look at it, if you can see. Can't really see a great deal of it. I'll insert some pictures though. They've got it like a bit of a restaurant now, and Samoan people, women, men, I don't know whether they're men or women, but they cook Samoan Islander food, and it is so busy now. It's fantastic, because I've always said Islander food would go a long way here on the Gold Coast. This is near Logan, so it's sort of Brisbane more so, but I've always sort of said to my husband, you know, you should open up your own cooking business, because he knows how to cook a lot of the Islander foods. But unfortunately, he didn't want to, and I'm hopeless at it, so I can't do it. So there you have it. So I'm actually eating my own pineapple bun. It's got pineapple stuffing in it, and it's a short crust, and it's absolutely beautiful. So enjoy watching me eat this, and I'll be back with you very shortly. Oh my god, it's so tasty. Pineapple. And it's not tinned pineapple, it's fresh. See you soon. I'm going to enjoy my pineapple pie. This is a Samoan banana pancake. I probably didn't say it right, but it means banana pancake. They're round, unlike the Australian donuts where they're flat somewhat. They've got banana in it and throughout the pastry. And believe me, they're absolutely fantastic. Full of taste, moist, beautiful. So I won't tempt you, and I won't get you to watch me eat it. Tune in to me a bit later on. I'll speak to you then. And I'm back again, but this time I have a pork bun. So these are normally round. I can fit them in my hand generally. They're a decent size. In it, they either serve it with pork, lamb or beef, and they're little pieces. I can see also little bits of chopped up onion as well. Obviously they've got the mushroom soy sauce. It is, in my mind, a delicacy. It's so tasty, and they're not an expensive item. We buy them from Sia's restaurant in Logan, is that right? Logan. I will insert some pictures. I've taken some pictures of her restaurant, so I'll insert them throughout the video. But if I could recommend anything from Sia's, it would be the pork bun. They also cook, I'll think of the name and I'll be right back to you. But for now, I'm going away to enjoy my delicious pork bun. And now I'm eating a banana pancake. Hi fellow YouTubers, we are on our way to Pimpama just to have a gaze at some homes and have a look to see what we can negotiate. I will try and take you with me through some of the houses, but I can't guarantee you that I will, but we'll do our best. The roads are pretty clear this morning actually. Oh, there must be a major accident ahead because I see lots of sirens, red and blue lights. Alright, I'll catch you guys soon. It was only a quick intro because Pimpama's just down the road. Take it easy, we'll catch you again soon. Good morning, my YouTube family. How are we all this beautiful Saturday? Or to those on the other side of the hemisphere, how are you doing this beautiful Friday night? It's a beautiful day today. We have great news. out and about this morning having a look at some homes for sale, new homes. So that's some fantastic news on the home front. I might be able to take you with me. We'll have to see what happens. But yes, I am in considerable large amount of pain this morning. I did take a very small half of Valium this morning, and I still feel a bit high from last night's dose, to be honest with you. But I woke up in so much pain this morning, and my fingers have sort of stopped working. I can't really push out the tablets from the Webster pack. But the good thing is I have 2 other adults who can do that for me. So, all right, short intro this morning, and here's hoping I can take you with you to a look of the other houses that we'll be purchasing. I'll see you shortly. Until then, stay tuned. Well, we've been and gone to have a look at the house and land, which I've already spoken about, and we went back to have a look at a few new homes that were advertised on realestate.com, but unfortunately they do appear to be very much false advertising. It advertises, for example, $428 for a home, single story home. We rocked up at one of them and it was a double story home. So not sure what the estate agents are even meaning to do. I mean, obviously it's extremely misleading information, which is such a shame because obviously, well, I mean, I don't plan on going back to the real estate agent, that's for sure. So there you go. So busy day on the roads. We're on our way back home now. I will be so glad to get back home and so glad to get back into bed. Yeah, so not a very interesting day for you guys out there, but it was a bit of insight as to what I got up to anyway. So there you go. Hope you guys have a good weekend, and for those on the other side of the hemisphere, hope you guys have a good evening and a lovely weekend, because it's coming into Saturday for you guys. So I will see you next time.